American Idol, MasterChef, Survivor, Big Brother, arguably the Mount Rushmore of competition-based reality shows. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the show that can be found at the base of Mount Rushmore, maybe in the trash can, Internet Icon. Oh, you aren't familiar with Internet Icon? Well, let me explain. This new show was launched by Ryan Higa's new production company and set out to find the next big YouTuber.
Internet Icon, brought to you by the YOMYOMF network.
And I mean, who isn't familiar with season 1 winners, the brothers Rydell? Truly a YouTube powerhouse. So the first season of Internet Icon was posted on the YOMYOMF YouTube channel and gained enough of an audience to actually be renewed for a second season, which is quite surprising because currently the finale for season 1 sits at just over 500,000 views. And Scott Kramer made a video discussing the absolute mess that season 1 was, and so in today's video we're going to be discussing the absolute mess that season 2 was. The show sets out to find the next internet icon, but I never fully understood what that meant, and I don't think the producers of the show knew either. The show consists of finding the top 10 submissions from a pool of applicants and then having those 10 contestants compete in a series of challenges with time constraints and specific rules. The contestants would have one day to basically make a video that coincides with whatever the challenge is for that day, and then the judges would eliminate one contestant each day until a top 3. Alright, let's put that on pause for a second. Did you know that today and today only is the lowest amount of subscribers this channel will ever be at? Today is your opportunity and your opportunity only to get in at the ground floor. Look at this number. It's going up. If you want to be one of the few that can say that they were here before 1,000 subscribers on the K1 channel, get in right now, punch your ticket, hit that subscribe button. Bring it on back now. In 2013, sketch comedy was the wave, and Ryan Higa and Smosh were some of the biggest channels out there. But this is also around the time that we saw real life and commentary YouTube videos kind of blow up, which made the vision of Internet Icon a little muddy, because they were basically all centered around sketch comedy, when that's really not all YouTube is. The series talks about trying to find the next big YouTuber, and then they have a challenge where they force contestants to make a fake movie trailer.
Because the next challenge is to create an original movie trailer.
Sure, if you're trying to find a replica of Ryan Higa or Smosh at the time, doing a sketch comedy challenge like that makes sense. But imagine having someone as popular as Emma Chamberlain make a fake movie trailer. I think she would struggle with that, but she is still one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform. That's why instead of Internet Icon, this show should have been called Sketch Soldiers or Comedy Connoisseur or Internet I don't know what being a YouTuber is. But who are the judges for this competition? Surely they're established YouTubers themselves, right? Well, we do have the lead judge of the show, Ryan Higa, who is still a massive YouTuber in his own right. But that's kind of where the credentials for judges starts and ends. Next, we have film and TV star Christine Laken, who I'm sure you're very familiar with. I know I loved her performance in interracial couple in a Cheerios ad. Not sure how being in film and TV shows makes you qualified to judge a YouTube-based reality show, but sure. The last judge is a new addition in season 2, and it's Timothy DeLaGhetto, the dude who basically only became popular because all his videos back in the day were basically softcore porn. They do have a new addition that legitimizes the actual judges, though, because they do bring in a new guest judge every episode, and they are actually established YouTubers. They bring in Philip DeFranco, Kasim G, iJustine, Jenna Marbles, Smosh, PewDiePie, and in my opinion, they should have just taken one of those guest judges and replaced them with Christine and Tim, and then just run the show with those 3. But before we go any further, I do want to make it known that I was a big fan of the show back in 2013. I would watch new episodes every single week, and it was super cool seeing like the biggest YouTubers come together to try to find the next big YouTuber. And as much as I dunk on it and will dunk on it in this video, I thoroughly enjoyed it at the time. But with that out of the way, I think there is a massive issue in this show that stretches from the judges to the actors to the production team. They all take themselves way too seriously. I'm sure this was direction from the producers, but they made Ryan Higa, one of the nicest people out there, to be the Simon Cowell of this show.
I personally didn't care for it, to be honest. What were you guys thinking?
You're an idiot, dude.
For me, it was a little, I was obviously entertained. I watched through it, but I just didn't quite see the challenge as much.
Ryan is one of the nicest creators, and they made him out to be the bad guy. But it wasn't just with Ryan. They also told the guest judges to be mean too.
It was really rough. It seemed like it was half-assed.
Yeah, sorry.
But I thought the idea was lame. I've seen like so many YouTube videos like that.
I feel like your personality didn't shine through, maybe? I don't know you really, but I still feel like you could do better. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But it didn't just stop at the judges. They also made the actors act like dickheads too. So in order for the contestants to make their videos, they would provide actors that the contestants can use to perform in their videos. But one of the actors, Alec, took it upon himself to sabotage one of the contestants' videos just because he wasn't picked by another contestant.
Alec, always good to see you. Very nice to meet you, Megan. Very nice to meet you. We are going to ask for Steven to come play with us today. Nick, always a pleasure.
Sorry, Alec.
No, I'm sorry for you. When they went for another actor before me, I was a little offended. It's okay, but now I'm gonna compete because now my goal is to beat the Clunes. Yeah. I'm gonna stop you right now. I'm on a mission to beat the Clunes. And what are we gonna do today?
Make a little short.
Just say it. Say we're gonna beat the Clunes.
So, do you know your lines?
No, I don't need them. I'll make them up. At one point, he starts giving me line readings, like to the exact inflection, which made me crazy.
I think this is my biggest criticism of this show looking back on it now. It's 2013. YouTubers still very much so a hobby for basically everyone on the platform. There is a select few people who are able to do YouTube full-time, and for the most part, this is a place where people go to watch viral videos of cats and random shit. But this show wanted to act like a mainstream TV show so bad that I think they forgot that it was on YouTube. The executive producer of the show is Justin Lin, and he is the director of all the Fast and Furious movies. The show has this idea that Justin Lin needs to give the contestants some encouragement to make their videos. But he can't be there in person because he's off filming Ludacris Goes to Space 4. So they film a video of him talking, put all the contestants in a cramped room, and then show the video on a small MacBook screen.
Take a look.
Hey guys, congratulations on making the top 10 finalists for Internet Icon Season 2. And I can't wait to see what you're going to be coming up with from challenge to challenge. So stay focused, work hard, and don't be afraid to take chances.
seeing this?
They have a massive projector in the film room. Why not just use that screen, but instead they put it on a tiny MacBook? I don't get it. There are also instances where the head producer, Andy Fickman, just dunks on the contestants for making very mild mistakes. There's this instance where the group The Clunes accidentally break a wall while they're filming a chase sequence.
Yes.
Oh man. The initial moment is shock. It's like, oh man, like we're trying so hard to not break any rules and to be very careful with everything.
They're all super mature about the whole situation. They go up to Andy, talk to him about how they made a mistake, they broke the wall, and how they want to pay for the damages.
Hey guys. Hey. We just had a big accident on the 6th floor. We had to push into a wall and there's a crack. I actually took a picture of it. We're more than happy to pay for the damage. We cracked a piece of sheetrock against the wall.
The room itself looks like it's being torn apart and redone.
But we're happy to pay for it. Yeah.
Did you guys map out, like, was it just an accident in terms of overestimating what you're leaning against?
No, we rehearsed it and then we did a take and we're like, oh, let's get one more just for safety. And then it just went a little more than we thought.
And then it is revealed that the whole wall is actually going to be demolished, so it doesn't matter.
But this is regular drywall, so you're good. So I was gonna tear the wall down anyway, so
okay.
So not a big deal anymore, right? Wrong. Andy Fickman has to tell you how lucky you are that you didn't break a wall during production.
There's a huge bullet heading your way and you guys just dodged it.
Yeah, oh no, absolutely. We very blessed. Yeah.
The challenges are also a big issue that I have looking back now. At the time, they seemed pretty creative for a sketch comedy reality show, but man, some of them are really dated. The first challenge the contestants compete in is to create the next big YouTube trend. And I'll tell you now, 10 years later, these did not become the next big YouTube trend.
So our video is shark attacking, which is where you put your hand on your head like this and you just bite somebody.
That's perfect.
But imagine if someone made like a Casey Neistat vlog or a Call of Duty cutcom at the time. Now that's a big YouTube trend that I think would really take off. They would have been pioneers of the time. But with this trend challenge, a contestant turns in his video 15 minutes late. All because his video wouldn't render on his computer.
What's going on, man? You're exporting right now, you get about...
Well, I'm rendering right now. I'm not sure how long the export's gonna be. But I'm not...
Stressing?
Yeah, dude, since the beginning.
And does the show give him a break? Do the judges pat him on the back, say, hey, rendering issues happen to everyone? No, they kick his ass off the show.
Sorry, Anthony, You are the first top 10 contestant eliminated from Internet Icon Season 2. Please gather your things and say your goodbyes.
Going back to my statement about the show taking itself too seriously, you can't just give this guy a break. It wasn't even his fault that the rendering issues happened. There's another challenge that I have a massive issue with because it's basically just an advertisement for Truth Orange. The anti-tobacco and vaping company sponsored an episode of Internet Icon and forced all the competitors to compete in a challenge called the Ugly Truth Challenge, where they propose an ugly truth to the audience. And man, were these videos ass.
The ugly truth about selling out is that it saps the passion out of you. It turns you into a cold, heartless, materialistic narcissist.
And the harsh reality of being a starving artist is that chances are your creative, brilliant artistic vision won't be pumping into your 401k.
Something that I thought was hilarious during the show was how they try to cut it like it's a mainstream TV show with commercials, but it's on YouTube, so there are no commercials.
This is a very difficult decision. You guys both bring so much to the table. That being said, congratulations, Clunes. You were also through to the finals of Internet Icon.
Like, what was that? Why do we need that cut? So the final three ended up being the Clunes, Matthias, and my personal favorite at the time, Bad Weather Films. And unfortunately, Matthias ended up winning. And somehow the host, Chris, made the announcement so unbelievably cringe.
And the next Internet Icon is Matthias!
And what did Matthias end up winning for the show? Surely there's a cash prize or a big incentive for winning, right? Well, this is one of the big mysteries of Internet Icon, because at the start of the show, they mentioned how the winner is going to get, I think it's like 10 grand, and then a meeting with a Hollywood executive producer.
Grand prize winner will receive $10,000 in cash, a MacBook Pro laptop computer, and of course, a real-life meeting with an actual Hollywood film director.
Which, if you're competing in a YouTube reality show, why would you want to meet with a Hollywood producer? Also, it's a meeting. It's not like they're signing a deal for you to make a new feature film. You're literally just going to be talking with them. So Matthias is the winner. And where are these Internet Icons at now? So 99% of them are either not doing YouTube anymore or doing YouTube and getting less views than me. The Clunes were the runner-up of Internet Icon Season 2 and have posted maybe 4 videos in the past 5 years. Bad Weather Films in a similar boat, having only uploaded 1 video in the past 3 years. But Matthias, the actual winner of Internet Icon, is actually a massive YouTuber now. He has over 6 incredibly popular YouTube channels, and his most popular channels are probably ones that you might be familiar with: Dope or Nope and Team Edge. I think they very much so skew to a younger audience, but they are still massive in their own right. And you might be wondering to yourself, what type of content does Matthias make that got him so popular? Well, it's a little different than the content he made on Internet Icon.
Are you in there? Me say your humble servant. Me say all life dead to you.
Jar Jar Binks video!
At the end of the day, I actually really do recommend you watch Internet Icon Season 2 because despite its incredible cringe, it's still pretty entertaining. And unfortunately, after Season 2, Internet Icon was canceled because of a lack of funding, so we will not be seeing an Internet Icon Season 3, but I think that's alright. So if you enjoyed this video, buy in now. Hit that subscribe button so that you can say you were here before 1,000 subscribers.